Stranger's label.
All right, going live right now.
Hello?
Hold on.
Hello?
Check, 1, 2, check, check. All right, here we go. Previously on the Leroy and Earl Show.
Well, the only thing I can say, man, is cut off the YouTube. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe getting some wires. It sounds like a ground loop.
Well, I think she may have just told us that it's something on your end.
No, she didn't.
She's not
I
hearing
swear to
it.
God, she never said it was on. What are you talking about? She said it was something on my end.
She just said YouTube is fine. It's a little
What's
quiet.
that got to do with me?
Settle down, Earl.
Somebody straighten this guy out. I'm ready to hang this thing up. He thinks I'm kidding.
No, I don't think you're kidding, but I'm trying to...
Stop blaming that shit on me. She never said, hell, this is maybe Earl.
No.
I think she just said it's you, Earl. Are you kidding me?
Hey, Mr. Tate. Mr. Tate.
Shut up, Ricky.
Guess what, shift heads? It's time for the Leroy and Earl Show.
All right, welcome to the Leroy and Earl Show. I'm Leroy.
And I'm Earl.
And this is the Adult Cartoon Podcast, also known as Testicle Difficulties 101. Hey, what are you drinking there?
I'm drinking a twisty tea.
Twisted tea. I'm drinking the Michelob Ultra Lime Cactus. Tonight's show, as always, is brought to you by DiscountWheelies.com. Go to DiscountWheelies.com for all your ATV and dirt bike needs. How is things going at Discount Wheelies? You talk to the guys from Discount Wheelies, don't you?
Yes, and they told me it's been dry past couple days. They had some shipping problems with Caia, who is about a joke for a company. But anyways, aside from that, yeah, they sold a few things, made some profit over the last week.
Well, that's cool. If they do well, we do well. This is the Adult Cartoon Podcast. We're live on the Strange Label Podcast Network every week at 7 p.m. And Michelle said, I can't believe I came back. I can't believe you did either. She's a glutton for punishment.
Who's Michelle?
Michelle from Strange Label. You know Michelle.
She's on the show?
No, she's not on the show. On tonight's show, we're going to talk to Caia from NiteFlirt. We're going to Skype here in a few minutes. And,
wait, hold on. What's that? What's that noise?
No, I don't hear anything.
I know. Something else. Somebody's outside, I think.
Don't start that. Don't start, please. We had some huge technical difficulties last week, and Earl bought his fourth soundboard. His
fourth fucking soundboard, but...
Even though I don't think the problem was with the soundboard, although I think you made a good choice.
You say it. You say it. I'm hanging it up.
Say what? The problem's
You say it, and I'm hanging it up.
Say what?
You say anything about my board causing this static, I'm hanging this shit up.
I just said I don't think it was yours.
But you were going to allude to it.
No. I am completely fine with it being something on my end. And okay, we cannot get into this again because
hot digging and dumb.
Show right now.
Problem. That's right. We lost listeners last week, according to some of our shift heads, and yeah, that ain't cool. But stuff happens. And, you know, the better you try to make your podcast,
I don't care. I don't care.
I know
The
you
more
don't
we
care.
lose, the less we got to do this, right?
Now the problem is, like I was saying, the more you try to make your podcast better, we try to make the video. You know, we're live on YouTube right now. I think. Who knows? Maybe it's all distorted. Maybe it sounds like crap. I don't know. I don't care. But the more you do, the more problems you got. You know what I mean?
It sounds good tonight, actually.
Yeah, it's much better. We're going to have to work out the thing with your voice. You're a little distorted.
Don't even blame that on me.
And that is 100% your fault.
Oh, you're bullshitting me,
100.
man.
No, it's something on your
Do
end.
the show.
Let's do the show. Okay. Before I told Caia we'd call her about 7:15 or so. A few things I'd like to talk about. First, did you know that Facebook will not let us put LeroyandEarl.com on there anymore?
What'd you say? Sorry, I got a message.
I said
Are you kidding me?
Say something?
Facebook will not let us put LeroyandEarl.com on there anymore. It's been banned. Who the hell knows?
What? Why?
I don't know. It's just every time I try and do a post now with that in there, which has been fine for the last 3 years, and all of a sudden, every time I try and make a post with that URL in the post, it says, no, you can't do
It's
this.
politics, man. I bet you, guarantee if we start talking about Hillary and how much we love Hillary and how much we hate Trump, they'll let us put it on there again. You watch.
You think so?
Yeah, they're fucking filtering out. They want you to believe what their agenda is.
Well, I don't know. I thought it was because the show was just so bad, Facebook didn't want to any longer be associated with the Leroy and Earl show.
I don't know, but we gave you enough money, Zuckerberg. You can suck my dick.
Right. No more. I'm not boosting any more posts. That's for damn sure. Won't even let me put my website up there. Bullshit.
Fuckerberg.
So, and also, after we talked to Caia, Saul wants to get on here. He is hot. He's pissed because apparently one of the shows on Strange Label, Not Safe for Water Coolers, has decided to start calling their listeners waterheads.
What? Waterhead?
Waterheads.
Oh, shit.
And
that's almost like I don't know, what's going on?
He said the thing with how he's at the coffee shop was nothing compared to this.
My God.
This is a blatant. I mean, our fans of this show have been called shift heads for since 2015, which is right around the time Strange Label got started. I think I could be wrong. I have tried to get Mike from Strange Label to come on our show, and he just refuses.
So we've copyrighted the word head, right?
Shift heads. Yep.
If you want head, you gotta go through us, man. We're the only one who can give you head.
That's right. Well, wait a minute. Hey, Ricky.
I mean, we'll go through Ricky.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, what's up?
This is Ricky Dixon, our intern. He's here with us every week. Rick, what do you give head?
Do I do what?
Do you give head?
I'm not sure what that means. Could you explain that to me?
Earl?
You know, when you put your wiener around Leroy's... Wait a minute. Your mouth around Leroy's wiener, Ricky?
I've never done that.
He's never done that.
Bullshit, Ricky.
Please.
It's on video.
It's not on video.
It is, too.
Look.
Anyways,
I can't... Listen. Between Ricky and I, neither one of us could have put our mouth on the other one's appendage. It's not possible.
Can I solve this right now?
You can solve this, bitch.
Shut up! I'm not even talking to you, Ricky. We're done with you.
All right.
Okay. What's up?
Leroy, I'm gonna solve this right now. All right. What's the place called? Not safe for water coolers.
Not safe for water coolers. Yeah.
All right. If you're not listening, not safe for water coolers. I'm gonna solve this right now. Yeah. Waterheads is cool. I get it. Sounds a lot like a very popular show that you might have stole from, but I think you would be much better off, and it would be more catchy. And it would be original. You wouldn't be stealing from somebody else and looking at lawsuits and all that if you called all your fans squirters.
Oh, there you go. Squirters.
There you go.
That's a good idea. And
squirting is not safe for water coolers.
How much is that going to cost? How much is that going to cost them to use?
It's on me, man. Just stop ripping our shit, man. Right, stop ripping our shift.
So Liquid Lozenge is also listening. Hey, what's up, Liquid? Remember Liquid Lozenge, owner of Liquid Cans?
Yeah, I remember that. Liquid, if you could type in and tell me what happened to that website, man. You killed me, man. I didn't know what to do for like a month straight.
He was bored. He didn't know what to do.
I got my fingers crossed for a little freaky deaky.
Alrighty, so...
Hey, so what's on the agenda for tonight there, Leroy?
Well, we were, like I said, we're going to call Caia here in a minute, and afterwards Saul Gorman's going to be on. And did you see, before we call Caia, did you see the video of the Las Vegas cop in a high-speed chase firing through his windshield?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's pretty, what's your thoughts on that? Is that, little bit dangerous or reckless? What are your thoughts on that?
No, that's the way you're trained to do.
Through the windshield.
From what I hear, yes.
Through the
Yes,
windshield.
through the windshield. You fire through the windshield. You make yourself a nice hole, because the first couple aren't going to go where you intend them to, and then the rest will. I will say this: it'd probably be loud as hell. His ears are probably ringing.
Wouldn't there be a danger of the glass, like, coming back onto your face?
Yeah, but I don't know if you realize it. There's a danger of bullets coming on your face from the guy in front of him. I mean, a little bit of glass ain't gonna hurt.
Right. Well,
no, there's no fucking danger, man.
Well, I was just trying to think. And plus, isn't the glass going to change the trajectory of the bullets?
That's why you pop a hole in there. You make a nice little hole and you shoot through the hole.
Okay.
It's very common. It's very common in training, as far as I know. From what I hear.
Yeah, from what you've been told.
What I've been told.
What's on your face?
Nothing, man. What are you talking about?
No, turn your face again.
That was my drink.
No, turn your face the other way.
I don't know what you're talking about. Go on.
Come on, I want to see now.
Hey, man.
I want to see now.
I went to the Marilyn Manson concert last night. Did you hear about that?
I did not. What Marilyn Manson concert?
Up at the Blossom, Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie. Marilyn Manson was there.
You did? Was it any good?
Yeah, are you even paying attention, man?
Yes. I'm getting ready to call Caia. Give me a break.
Oh, call her, man. But anyways, yeah, I went to the Marilyn Manson show, and I gotta say it was a pretty kick-ass show. We had pretty close seats, me and the old lady. And Manson, who is a sick, gross human being, was actually pretty good, but he was sick and gross. And Rob Zombie put on a good show too, although he sounds like a 15-year-old boy, and nothing like his recorded songs, but still good theatrics.
So, is that why you have that stuff on your face?
What stuff?
The stuff on the right side of your face.
There is nothing on the right side of my face.
That's the left side.
Whatever, man.
Come on.
You didn't go, so you would know. I will say this, though. I was standing at the urinal, taking a pisser, and there was a stream of water right behind me, right? From the pisser next to me. I don't know if it was piss water mixed, But anyways, right when you walk in, there's a sign that says 1-800-HURT-NOW. It's like an advertisement. And I swear to God, man, this dude walked right, like, within elbow distance of me and fucking bit the dust right at my legs and fell on the ground.
Like, died?
No, man, he just slipped and fell. He slipped and fell, and then I looked behind me as I'm still pissing, like, dude, are you okay? And you could tell his pride was gone. And, he laid there for a second. He's like, and then he got up, man. And I said, 1-800-HURT-NOW, man. You're a freaking shoo-in. But no, that really happened, and I was like, wow, man.
You
just slipped and pissed.
That's hilarious. All right, let's see if we can do something here with Caia. Group call.
Okay.
All right. And
Caia chick anyways.
She's from NiteFlirt, and I gotta figure out how to... She
doesn't work for Caia, does she? The delivery company?
I don't think so. And I'm just hoping I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Maybe it's Cayenne.
No, I think it's Caia. And I don't know if she's hearing us.
She probably came to her senses. Why don't you do this, man?
Do what?
Roll that beautiful beam footage, and I'll give us some weather, because the weather has been beautiful, and I'd like to talk about it while you're trying to get Caia on the phone.
I think maybe she chickened out, because I just noticed her icon went yellow. You want to do weather? Is that what you said?
Yellow is idle. But yeah, let's do the weather.
Right. All right, wait a
I'll
minute.
accept.
Hold on. I think she's there. Somebody's there. Hello.
Turn off your radio! I'm getting all kinds of feedback. Turn off your radio! I always wanted to say that. I don't know if the radio is on or not, but...
It's not on.
Oh, she's there.
I'm here.
Hey, Caia, there she is. There she is.
Hi, guys.
Hey, we got somebody with a camera for once.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi.
Hi, Caia. Are we pronouncing it right?
It's Caia. Yes, you're doing wonderful.
Great.
How are you doing today, Caia?
Wonderful. Thank you. How are you? How was your trip?
I'm good. What trip did I go on?
Just
Vacation last week.
Did I go on vacation last week?
My vacation last week was stupendous. I had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't even tell you how a good time I had.
I went on vacation. I went to Disney World.
Yes, I understood. Pearl necklace. Yeah, I was there for the whole thing.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. She listened to that episode was from a few months ago.
Oh, yeah, that was a while. That was actually the first time I was in Orlando this year. I went down there twice. But yeah, we had a great time other than that big old hurricane that blew in. And then that washed us basically back up to Ohio. And then we went back, and now we're here. Here we are, talking to Caia.
This is Caia. She is a NiteFlirt girl. And how else would you describe yourself? I hate to pigeonhole somebody into one thing.
Oh, I do multiple things. I have several businesses. I travel a lot. Dog owner, mother.
You travel a lot.
She owns a printer.
I do. I own a printer.
She's a printer. And
Oh,
before we go any further, I want you to know that post on that tweet that I put up today was completely 1,000% coincidental, and I would never ever do anything like that. Would you like to explain what I did?
What are you even talking about, Leroy?
Caia knows exactly what I posted a tweet today.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nor does anybody else. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
I put a tweet out there to promote the show.
Did you accidentally send out a dick pic again?
I did not. I did not.
You meant it to go to Ricky and it went to Twitter or something?
I've sent out a dick pic. Your dick pic.
Dude, seriously, stop.
No one saw it.
Yeah. I put a tweet out today promoting the show, and whenever I see a funny picture, I just save it to my phone, and I save it for a tweet. Well, there was this picture of the Wheel of Fortune with Pat Sajak, and the guy standing next to him had an eye patch on. So I said, you know how in Wheel of Fortune people buy vowels, like I'd like to buy an A. He said, I'd like to buy an I, and Pat said, I bet you would. Okay, so... And then it turns out...
I don't get it, man.
Well, it turns out Caia is blind in one eye. And I had no idea that was the case, and it really...
Do you think you're Caia, not to intervene here or whatever, but did it really offend you, though? I mean, like, how long have you been blind in one eye? Was it traumatic, or is it just something you're born with?
No. It was from an accident, but it was just really ironic that I was going to be a guest today, and he posted that, and I laughed. It was super funny, and it took everything I had not to wear an eye patch.
So it is traumatic, is what you're saying.
No, not at all. It's funny. It's funny now. I mean, I just thought it was really ironic, so it was funny.
It was incredibly ironic and coincidental, and we like to poke fun at people. But we don't.
Not cool, dude. Not cool.
We would never ever do anything like that. When you reply to it, I'm just sitting there and my head just dropped down like, oh my gosh. I never thought to think, well, I wonder if she's blind and maybe I shouldn't post this. So.
Yeah, no, who would think about those kind of things, you know?
No, right? And
when I heard she was coming on the show, I just thought she was deaf.
He's saying, you know, you couldn't have heard the show.
She gets it. She's not an idiot.
There's a lot of idiots on this show.
Hey, well, anyways, welcome to the show. Sorry for my asshole partner over here, Leroy. I don't believe him. I think he knew about it. But so you work with this other girl. You work on a show. You work on a night. You work night. Is that what happened? You work nights?
Well, I work days too. But you're asking if I work with Ren, Songbird Ren?
Yeah, Songbird Ren.
Oh, I do. She's amazing. I absolutely adore her.
She is. She's one of the first people in a long time to agree to come on this show.
So what you're saying, there was no payment involved? Because I heard there was some payment involved.
If there was any payment, I don't know anything about it. Now, our lawyer may have paid her off. So,
I got more food coming.
What is on your face? You see that on his face,
pie.
right?
Strawberry pie. What?
Ooh, pie.
Pie.
So far, we've talked about pie, holes,
Pie holes?
eggs.
Oh,
Oh,
Eye
for
for an eye.
crying out loud!
Oh,
This is a
and now
circus.
another eye joke. Okay, here we go.
No.
I didn't mean it.
Yeah. So, if I could, if you're blind in one eye, correct? Completely blind?
Yes.
100%. Is that a real eye or is it a glass eye?
No, it's real. It's my
Okay.
natural eye.
So it's your real eye, but it just doesn't work.
Well, no shit, dumbass. Yeah, she said it's a real eye and she's blind. It don't work, man.
Oh my gosh. Well, I gotta say, it looks lovely. I mean, like I'm looking at your eyes, and it's mesmerizing because they're different colors. If somebody's not watching the YouTube video, what color are your eyes? each one.
Brown, brown eye. Well,
Gosh.
I'm gonna go with, no matter what answer I give here, it's not gonna go well. So it is black.
And the other one?
He said your eyes. Like what's your natural color of your eyes? I think is what he's asking.
At one point, they were both blue, and now I have one blue eye and one black eye.
I got a message from listener John. No last name, John from California. What do you call a blind? Come on. What do you call a blind German? Anybody? This is stupid.
What?
I'm guessing John doesn't go on many dates.
A Nazi. That's funny, but that's rude, John. No more of that shit, John.
Are you kidding me?
So anyways, what was her name? Songbird Wren?
Yeah,
Came on here. Yeah, she came on here last week. Or was it last week? It was a while ago. She was on, and I was a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
I wasn't, but go ahead. Why were you disappointed?
Because she is a erotic phone lady, right? Is that the proper term?
Okay, we're gonna go with that. Yes.
Well, something like that. She does something like that, but she gave us nothing for her. You know what I mean? Like, no material, no sample, no nothing, man. I mean, I'm not a perv or anything like that, but I mean, we are interviewing phone ladies, so we want a sample. I
don't agree that she gave us nothing. She gave us this.
You're listening to the Leroy and Earl show.
That's not nothing.
Okay, well, that's something, but that was at the end, so I was a little upset until we got to that point. But, Caia, at least before it's over, the show is over, can you, friendly competition, give us a recording?
Oh, I have to compete with my girl. That's horrible, but yes, I'll give you a little something.
Yes, make sure you're recording. Hit the record button.
Ricky, hit the record button.
I got it. It's been recording, dumbass.
Don't call me a dumbass ever again.
Whatever. Dick.
So, before you even say anything else, Caia, I want you to know that from my point of view, when I had her on and I have you on, I want to talk to you. I'm not all that interested in you as a phone sex provider. You know what I mean? That's part of what you do. So whatever you want to share about that part of your life, that's great. But I also want to know about you, not just that. Earl here is just, he's just kind of
No,
yeah.
I would agree with you, Chuck. I would agree with you, Leroy. I would agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with that. I wasn't saying I didn't want to hear anything about... Definitely you want to hear about these women. People are intrigued by these women. They want a little bit of a taste of what they do, obviously, so they can confirm their fantasies. And then they also want to know about who they are as a person. I mean, that's what makes the fantasy. Am I wrong here, Caia?
Absolutely. I think that...
Absolutely wrong, or...
No, absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I
Thank
think
you.
that women who do what we do, we have no shame about sex. We love sex. And because of that, and because we have a willingness to discuss it and talk about it, men like to call us and share with us and have no shame or don't feel judged about it. And because of that, we get to share really amazing experiences with them.
So, I know Ren was a lot about connecting with guys, not always about, getting right to the sex. And then she told me there's other girls that it's all about just the head, going straight for it, boom. Where do you fall in that spectrum?
I definitely, along with Ren, am a GFE, so I'm definitely a girlfriend experience. I love the connection, and when you have the connection, you have a better experience.
I love that. I love that acronym, GFE, the girlfriend experience. I like that. That's pretty cool.
And I'm quite a few years older than Ren, so I definitely tend to get an older gentleman. So I get a lot of older gentlemen who tend to have wives and or girlfriends who aren't interested in sex anymore.
So they need that girlfriend experience.
Absolutely. They want someone to ask them how their day is and, how vacation was, or to just enjoy a moment with them. And that always leads to, or most often will lead to, intimacy.
Now, has it ever not? Has it ever?
Just talking? Absolutely. Yeah. I have gentlemen who call me on a daily or weekly basis, and we just talk.
So, is there a different rate for just talking or having phone sex? It's all the same, right?
It's all the same.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's all the same. We don't generally. Sometimes I can up my rate. If it's going to be an extensive call and it's going to be hours, I can be on the phone for 3-4 hours at a time.
Wow. Now, I assume you use a headset, right?
I do. Typically, I will use a headset.
Yeah. As I say, you get pretty. You need those free, is what you're saying?
Do I need those free?
Gotcha. So, we're probably going to ask you a lot of the same questions we asked Ren. And just so you know, this show is live, and we don't prepare for anything. Other than me messaging you and lining you up to come here, that's it. So, that's
okay.
Part of the charm of this show. And Earl's eating his dinner, and I'm trying to produce the show. And so I'm trying to think of some good questions, and they were just in my head, and they left. I should have wrote them down.
What kind of printer is that? Isn't it HP?
It is.
The all-in-one scanner / everything, huh?
It's a good printer.
Yeah, you know what? I had that same damn printer, man. It gave me nothing but troubles.
It's an office jet.
Yeah, the office jet A9000 or 900 or something like that.
I think everything in your room gives you trouble.
69.
69.
Oh, 69.
Maybe I had it the wrong side up. I probably should have turned it upside down and probably might have worked.
Sometimes everything works better if you turn it around and give it a slap.
Oh.
Nice.
Wow.
So,
nice.
I always forget to give out the phone number. If you want to talk to us and Caia, you can call us at 330-474-9833, and we will definitely answer. If you got any questions, you can message us on strangelabel.com. So you said you've listened to some of our shows, and yet you came on the show. Explain that.
You guys are awesome. I mean, I like strange. I like different. I like people who aren't afraid to put it out there and be who they are and make fun of themselves and just have a great time.
Well, she's right, but we did, I don't know if you know, last couple episodes we had a little bit of an identity crisis. You know what I'm talking about, Leroy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're still in it.
A lot of people said, caught on really quick and said you're using voice effects to make your... Basically, I guess we used voice effects to do this Jim and Chuck's show, and it bombed, let's put it that way.
Right.
Well, who doesn't want to be somebody other than who they are sometimes?
That's a good point, although I don't think the characters that we play, either one of us actually want to be that person.
Sometimes. I mean, you get to be something other than who you are for just a small period of time.
Yeah, a little bit of role playing.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I do every single day, so...
So, if I could ask you, do you do NiteFlirt or phone sex as a full-time income?
I do not. So I'm also a certified sexologist and intimacy coach.
Oh, sexologist. Tell us more about that.
All right. So essentially, that particular genre for me doesn't involve me getting intimately involved with my clients. People will come to me with certain aspects of their life in which they are not happy. Typically, they have sexual issues, and I essentially help them figure out what they are and move them forward, help them become more comfortable in their sex lives. As you know, as men, you don't just go up to each other and be like, hey, Leroy, I'm having some problem. Well, you two might. But typically men don't go to one another and say, they have ED problems or, they're having this problem or that problem. Whereas women can do that with one another and be more comfortable. So I provide that kind of a service. I get a lot of men.
Women go up to each other and say they got ED problems?
And not ED problems, but if they're having sex problems, man, trust me, they will talk about it until the cows come home.
So you counsel people, you counsel couples or just individuals?
So it's definitely not counseling. I'm not certified for that. It's coaching. We definitely want to make that clear.
Okay.
Because otherwise my attorney will be calling me. So a couple will come to me and be like, listen, I want her to be able to do this for me, and she wants this from him. And a lot of times there's these underlying issues of why they won't do these things for one another. So essentially I get them to do that for one another.
So basically you have to talk her into giving him a blowjob, and you have to talk him into doing the dishes, right?
That could very well happen. Yeah. That could if it was that easy, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Seems like it usually comes down to that. The guy won't do the housework, and she won't, slob the knob there.
Well, I think it's kind of more than that too. Sometimes it comes down to some serious, issues of why she won't do it. Like maybe she thinks it's dirty or shameful or this kind of thing, and it's kind of like, why is that shameful for you?
Right.
So
right.
I kind of get to understand that it's not shameful. It's natural and fun and exciting, and just get on your knees and do it.
So do
you? Ricky, it's okay, Ricky.
What's okay?
Yeah, the head part, giving head. You gotta give the head.
I don't know why you always gotta pick on me, Mr. Tate.
I'm not picking on you, man.
Yes,
You're the one that said you were gay a couple of episodes ago.
We do pick on him all the time.
Yeah,
I said I wasn't gay. I just mess around.
Yeah, but were you messing around when you had sex with all them guys, Ricky? I don't understand.
That was just a dare.
Oh, fair enough.
Whatever. So, Caia, the coaching that you do, is that a freelance thing, or do you work through a company, through another organization?
No, I'm definitely my own boss. I went to school, certified. I have, so obviously Caia is not my real name. It's my pseudonym. I have a real life outside of NiteFlirt. I have websites and businesses and scheduled hours in which I talk to clients. So
that's awesome. That's cool. So
can I ask what part of America are you from?
I'm from the Midwest. I'm in Ohio.
Oh, you're in Ohio?
Yeah,
all right, cool.
Yeah, she's not. We're not going to give her location away, but she's pretty close.
Oh, did you go to Rob Zombie last night in Marilyn Manson?
I did not, but I heard it was an amazing concert.
It was. I was there.
Yeah.
I was there last night. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Hey, Earl. Just so you know,
Earl.
You don't need to lean into the mic when you talk. If you just talk.
I'm not leaning into the mic. Can't you see the picture?
You were leaning. You
look like you're slobbing on it right now.
Well, I have my.
As you tell me not to lean into the mic, I'm a foot away from mine, and you're swallowing yours, asshole.
All right, if you'd
you
like
don't need to lean into the mic.
If you'd like to be on the Leroy and Earl show and talk to Caia, the number is 330-474-9833. And we got lots of people listening on Strange Label and probably a few on YouTube. Oh my gosh.
I'm Leroy.
That's terrible. I apologize.
Hey,
I apologize. That's so immature.
What God damn it, this thing's derailing, man.
Yeah, you're derailing it.
I'm derailing it? You're the one that stopped the show to criticize me, you dickhole. Why is it always me?
Well, first of all, you had another new soundboard, and you didn't show up till 5 till. You knew we were going to have problems, and now we got problems.
I showed up 10 till, okay?
No, you didn't.
And the first 5 minutes I was here working on that, hooking it up, okay? So I was clocked in, just because I wasn't logged in. I was clocked in and I was working, all right? And second of all, I got a freaking life, dude. It's my day off. I got shit to do. And see my dog.
right, welcome to Leroy and Earl Show. I'm Leroy.
You're on time, did I not? I was 10 minutes early.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right, shut up. Caia.
I'm showing up at 7:15 next week. If I show up at all. Caia, as you were saying? She was going to do a bit for us, Caia.
Yeah.
Right now, perfect time.
Okay, I'm so frustrated right now that I can't even think straight. I asked him to stop leaning into the mic, and now he's
Can I
making
use
it worse.
props?
Yes, please use props.
All right. So I have this one.
Oh,
Wow.
I thought you were going to pull an eye patch out.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that would have been good, but no.
What is that that you have for the listeners that don't know?
Oh, I'd much rather have you tell them.
Leroy, what was that? Since you do all the
It's
sexy talk.
it's a dildo. It's a sexual aid, mostly used by women, I would guess. I'm sure a few men use those aids. It looks very realistic too. A lot of those don't look so realistic. You didn't cut that off somebody, did you?
No.
No.
Definitely didn't cut it off of Leroy or Ricky.
Well, look, there's Leroy and Earl. Guess who's who? That's Leroy and
Now
Earl.
she's shooting up two penises, rubber penises. One does look incredibly real, although a little bit larger than real, and the other one
it's about
looks kind of fake, but looks like Ricky's.
So this would be the real one, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, that's a semi. That's what we call a semi.
Would it be a little bit more realistic?
Yeah, I
think
guess to be honest with you, yes.
Well, I don't know what you're working with, Earl, but the bigger one is very realistic.
Okay, well,
Just so you know.
no fix. Is that it? Just those two props?
Yeah, I just really wanted to show them off. I'm going to be honest with you. I love them.
Are they new?
No, they just sit on my desk. I like seeing people's reaction when they walk in my office and just see these penises sitting on my desk.
And do you judge? Do you make a judgment like by which one they look at first, or how they act? Is it like a telltale sign?
It's interesting because they'll come in and they'll look at them and then they'll look away immediately.
Yeah.
They'll just kind of like try to avoid them at all costs. Like, and I know they want to say something, but they won't, and they'll just be like everywhere but the penises. It's really interesting.
Now, do you have any fleshlights in there?
I don't have any fleshlights, but I recommend them.
I
So
think I would recommend them too. I've never tried one, but they seem like a pretty good invention.
Yes, I think everyone should have one. I think everyone should masturbate at least once or twice a day. It's highly recommended.
That's incredible, but
I don't have time for that. Not at my age.
I don't have energy for that.
How do you not have energy or time? I mean, you lay down at night. You
I
have
waste my time on this bullshit.
Asshole. He doesn't mean you personally. He means the show in
No.
general, the whole show.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, Kai. I would not be here tonight if he didn't have you on here. I was like, nope, I am not doing it. I'm not doing it, man. I'm wasted from all the freaking decibel damage I took last night at the Marilyn Manson show. And I'm not doing it, man. And then he was like, well, check out this picture. I was like, yeah, I'm in, man. Why didn't you say so?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that greatly.
And that was before he knew about the fake penises. Definitely would have been in there.
So anyways, you were going somewhere with those penises.
Yes, I was.
And that is?
Well, I have a question. You're saying you have those on your desk, so when people come to be coached, that's when they see them, right? You're not talking about the NiteFlirt stuff, talking about the coaching, right?
Right.
So, have you ever had anyone, you say people look away, have you ever had anyone like just stare at them, like big-eyed, and you're like starting to worry now because they're...
So, I am obviously a very sexual person. I don't mind talking about sex. And so men often have a lot of shame in regards to their penis size. So really in seriousness, that's what this is about. There's some men usually fall in between this. There's not this everyone is not 13 inches. Everyone is not 2. The normal range is anywhere between 4 and 6, and that's normal and typical. So usually with my clients, that's what I really try to hope to get across to them. So that's really the basis for the
So you're saying you get a lot of people that really are just uncomfortable with their wiener size? Is that a fair statement?
Absolutely, absolutely. And because of that, they have performance anxiety.
Well, don't we live in a society that kind of makes men feel like their dicks aren't big enough?
Well, absolutely, but then again, I'm a love porn. Don't get me wrong. I never want anyone to say don't like porn or I'm speaking against it. But porn has a big part of that. You know, boys grow up watching that, men watch it, and everyone thinks, your penis is supposed to be, 10 or above inches. And you have to realize porn is a job too. So when you go into audition for porn, they're going, okay, take out your penis. They're not looking at your resume going, okay, what college did you graduate from?
Right.
The requirements are how big are your penis?
Yeah. Do you have any headshots we can view?
Yeah, I mean, literally.
Little
So,
headshots.
when you watch porn, you have to keep that in mind. That's what they're looking for. I mean, it's to some degree, that's it. So men have to realize that and go, okay, if I have a 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch penis, I'm awesome. And learn how to work with what you've got. And that's what I do.
What do you tell the people who actually have small penises? Like, they're like, yeah, you got these 2 penises, and then they show it to you, and it's actually smaller than the one on your right, or left, or whatever.
I actually specialize in my phone sex business. Is I actually do adoration, and that is adoration for men with small penises.
What do you mean?
Well,
What's
there you go.
adoration?
There you go, Earl.
I love men with small penises.
You're a shoo-in, Leroy.
Well, I'm out. Sorry. Hey, I'm not. Just for perspective, how long is that big penis?
This is 6 inches.
That's only 6 inches.
Yeah.
Holy shit, so I'm like 2 inches.
So how big is the small one? How big is the small one?
This is about 2.
That's more than 2 inches. That's got to be.
Yeah,
more than
that's... You wish.
two. You got a ruler there?
Well, in that case, I'm like 1.
3, maybe 3. So this is maybe about 3.
I don't know if you can see
Yeah,
me. Take your thumb and put it on the balls of the big one, and then put your ring finger at the top. Okay, yeah. So I guess that's what, 6, maybe 7, right? Maybe.
Yeah, this is about 6.
Okay. Well, I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now, to be honest with you. What'd you say?
Nothing, never mind.
Well, it's unless you are gay or you spend a lot of time in the military or whatever, you don't. Most guys don't see a lot of other guys' dicks, and they know. Even if I was in the military, you don't see a lot of guys' dicks hard. You see them in the shower. You take showers or whatever. You see guys' flaccid penises.
Bird watcher.
So what I'm saying is, a guy doesn't have. What do you have to compare to, right? Porn, right? Well, yeah. If you got any sense, you know that those guys are huge, right? What I'm saying is, I've always felt like that I was on the smaller side, but now I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm not.
Yeah, no, but see, that's the point. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. And here's the thing, even if it was only 4 inches, do you know how to use your penis? Do you bring pleasure to the women that you're with? Do you like your penis? That's all that matters.
And isn't it really, when it comes to the pleasure for a woman, isn't it more about girth?
I don't think that's necessarily true. I mean, how widespread do you think a woman needs to be in order to have pleasure?
Well, I know
That's where communication comes in. Like, find out what your woman wants and what she needs and what brings her pleasure, and then that doesn't really even need to be a question.
Miss Caia, this is Ricky. Ricky, what happens when a woman craps out a couple babies? Don't they need bigger dick after that?
What kind of fucking question is that? Oh my God. I apologize. This guy, he's not
But
actually.
hey, he's got a valid point, though. Like, does it stretch out and get looser?
Ricky,
No.
go away.
I mean, it does when you're having a baby. If it didn't, we'd be in even more pain. But no, your body does go back to the shape that it was in prior to having a child.
Hey, you said you were a mother, correct?
Yes, I have 3 beautiful children.
Oh, well, congratulations. So, 3 kids and everything's still the same size? Everything's okay down there?
Oh, yeah, it's great. I like
Good
it.
to go. Now, do you have a significant other?
I do not.
Oh, come on. You can tell the truth.
Good.
Come on. Come on, tell the truth. You gotta have. Well, I'm not saying you're married, but you're dating somebody, right?
She has an insignificant other.
What does that mean?
That means, I don't know, he got a small penis or something. Maybe she don't like him. Wait, no, you're into small penises. Are you actually into small penises, or you just coach small penises?
I like small penises, yeah.
Why? I don't get it. So you don't like big penises?
I find that men who have smaller penises tend to be more sensual, more erotic, more open to communication.
Huh. So it's not all. This whole time I thought that was a speaker on your back wall, and I think it's a lamp.
Lamp.
It's a lamp. Okay. All right. Now that we got that cleared up,
I feel like I'm not engaging you enough if you're looking at everything on my wall.
Well, no, I'm just saying, because I didn't realize when I started this whole thing, I had everybody downsized, so you're just down in the bottom corner of my computer. And I thought, wait, she's got speakers, that's cool. And then I just upsized everything, and then to get a closer look at these penises, and I just realized that's a lamp. But anyways,
Caia,
so
Caia,
my question was how do you get these people that, and for your business purposes, how do you line people up with small penises to help them out? Is there a certain section? Like, do you have a small penis? If I call in, is it going to ask me my penis size?
You mean on my NiteFlirt site?
Yeah. Is that what you're doing? You're talking to people with small penises?
I do have content that actually is very specific for men who have smaller penis. A lot of girls will do what's called SPH, which is small penis humiliation. I specifically say on my website that I do not do any type of humiliation, and that I do adoration. That if you call me, I'm gonna love you, worship you, adore you. I'm gonna make you feel like king of the world.
So let me ask you, what would you say that's different, if you don't mind, to a guy with a small penis? Like, okay, now you've learned that he's got the small penis. So what would you lead off with, or how would you? I guess break the ice with him.
So honestly, I would just talk to him. I'd ask him how he feels about it, what he's gone through, how he's been treated, and then it would, I'd kind of let him take the lead and tell me, what it is he's always wanted, and I would give that to him. So if he told me that, he's really wanted a woman to just kind of touch him and stroke him and adore him, that's exactly what I would do for him.
Okay.
On the phone, though, right? Not in real life.
What? Yes, on the phone.
Right. What?
Yes, but she makes you believe you're not on the phone.
Right.
That's the point.
Well,
and
that's exactly what just happened there. I'm listening to her talking. All of a sudden, I thought, what? We're still on the phone. I thought we weren't on the phone anymore.
Yeah, that's the magic of it. I try to make them feel very comfortable and make them feel like they're with me, and that, I do care about them. As guys, you both know, and I'm sure at some point in your life, somebody has made you feel really bad about yourself.
Yeah, Earl last week.
And
you should have felt bad.
And I try to make that better.
So do you, or do any of the girls do video stuff? Like, is there a next level, like the next payment level?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have content like that, and some of these girls are just Ren, Dr. Sue. There's a lot of women on here. We have one girl, Cock Support. She's incredible. She's going to be coming out with videos if she doesn't already have them. There's a couple other ones. They have content that will blow your mind, and as far as that goes, they far surpass me that way. I definitely don't work as hard on it as they do, pun intended. But they do wonderful, wonderful things. I don't do any type of dominatrix. I don't do any type of humiliation. I really am super kind and loving and gentle and like that with my guys. Whereas some of them, they get right into it. I mean, they'll step on your balls with stiletto heels if that's what you're into.
Jeez.
What, do you ever just catch somebody in a lie, like telling you they got a small penis, but then you get the cute spider sense that they're lying about their penis size?
So
Are you kidding me?
I do have a couple guys who are really against the idea that I like small penises. They're like, you've just never had a really good big one. And like, I'll show you something different. And they'll just send me huge.
True,
and,
true.
You know, you have to have a big one so you'll know better. And it's like, okay. You know, I'm not against you. It's not that I wouldn't love a large penis.
So it's safe to say that you don't talk to too many black people then, right?
Avoiding that question, yeah, I know I love black men too. I love all men.
Well, I mean, black men have big penises, so I would
That's
just
a myth.
imagine you don't get a lot of black penises.
That's a myth. That's a myth anyway.
Not all black men have.
Well, you don't only talk to small penises. You talk to all size penises, right?
I do. I just have a particular line in which men with small penises can call me.
Here's a weird question that I don't think we asked Ren. It just popped in my head. In today's day and age, with all the transformations, cross-dressers, transgenders, do you ever talk to any of those types too? And is that you okay with that?
Yeah, I really am. You know, here's the thing about me. I am a big person about letting people be who they are. You know, love your life, live your life. I'm not living it. I don't want people to condemn me. Hey, I'm a sex worker. People come down on me all the time, and I'm like, why? Just because I like sex. So why am I going to shun somebody else or, you know, shame somebody else and try to tell them who I think they should be? I mean, hell, they know who they are and who they should be. So you go ahead and live your life, and I'll stand beside you and support you. That's what we're supposed to do. So yeah, I have no problems with that at all.
Okay.
I gotta say, your hair is lovely. I love the different colors. But between your hair and your eyes, you are mesmerizing. I
Thank you.
I've
been trying to hide my boobs. I've been really good about doing that.
Well, you don't have
Why?
to. Well,
Why would you try?
You don't have to hide them.
Because normally that's what everyone focuses on. So
I
I've
got
been
you.
really good. You notice like I'm keeping my hands up
Yeah.
and
Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
I think where your camera's at, we can't really. You're okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I've had this up here because I don't want you to see my small penis and get carried away. So.
But
Sure.
you know, and see that I would love that. So you know, see, you kind of screwed yourself there, buddy.
You can see the way Leroy's camera is positioned, so everybody can see his junk once in a while. And it also looks like he pissed himself, or is that camo?
I was getting kind of excited
Camo.
before I saw him pulling his shorts up and down. So I was like, oh, what's going on over here?
Well, you don't want my hog coming out because you don't like those kind of penises. Trust me. Oh boy. This is you know, as someone has said in the past, this is a crazy show. It's a crazy show.
You guys are awesome. I'm so glad I said yes.
I appreciate you coming on. Is there anything else you would like to talk about in your personal life or your life, whatever? Anything? Like I said, we're not just about you as a phone sex provider, even though I'm sure Earl wants to hear a sample. But
Yeah, I definitely want to hear a sample before you go. I mean, friendly competition.
Definitely. Well, you know what? We're not going to call it a competition because we're all so very different and we do things differently. But I'll do me. You know, Ren does her, and I mean, she's amazing. But I'll definitely do me for you before I leave.
Okay, can you expound on that?
You heard it here first, everybody. She is going to do herself for us on the show. You're
All
live
right.
tonight.
Yes.
Ooh, poor choice of words. That's okay.
I want to ask you something. Would you bang her?
So I'm just gonna like shift a little bit because I've been sitting for a minute and
She
that's
said shift.
Here we go. What exactly is a shift head? That is
This is
something
the
I want
kind
to know.
of thing that just tickles my balls.
Yeah.
Well,
Leroy, what's a shift head?
since the beginning of this show, well, I'm not sure if should I tell her? She thinks
Tell her what, man?
Anyway, some people, when we first started the show, thought these weren't our real voices. They thought we were using what's known as a pitch shifter to change our voices. Now, we denied it, categorically denied that. This is my
Obviously,
voice.
we're not.
This is me. So, but because people thought that, the fans started calling themselves shift heads, kind of like shitheads, shift heads. So that's how that got started. So, it's like I said, it's completely erroneous, but we went with it, and several podcasts have tried to steal it. They actually have stolen it, and we got a problem with one of our.
People have stolen our voices. Or tried to mimic our voices. Have stolen. We're right in the middle of a legal battle right now, aren't we, Leroy?
We may be, because Not Safe for Water Coolers decides they want to call their fans waterheads. Which is
completely unoriginal, awesome, but unoriginal.
Right.
And I said, why not call them squirters? I mean, not safe for water coolers, squirters.
Like that.
Are you a squirter?
I am not a squirter. I mean, I'll sit down and I pee in the toilet, and then I got that bidet thing that usually goes out of control, but no.
Okay, well, relax. I just was curious.
All right, dude. Well, whatever, man. You keep asking me weird shit like that.
Sorry. So, Caia, that's not your real name, correct? You said.
Correct. It is my pseudonym.
And it's spelled C-A-I-A?
Mm-hmm.
Now, would you, if you're going to pick a fake name, wouldn't you pick one that's easier to pronounce? Because I had no idea it was Caia. I thought it was Caia.
So listen, when I answer the phone and I say, good morning, this is Caia, how sexy is that?
It is sexy, but you could have spelled it K-I-A. Of course, I guess that's a car, isn't it? It's Kia.
I'm not here to make it easy.
Never mind. Never mind. The true lunacy of this show. Good.
You want a little sample. So who's going to play with me?
Earl is.
I'm Earl.
All right. So if you were going to call me Earl, what would you say to me first?
First of all, I wouldn't call you Earl. I'd call you by your name, Caia. I would call
Hold on,
in and I'd say, Caia,
hold on. We need some intro music for this. Can't just do this. Okay.
Go for it.
Good.
Hello?
Hello, this is Caia.
Caia, hey, I got through you. I found your number through this website, and they said you're okay with, hard to say, but small people, small penises.
Oh, I love them and adore them. Is that something that you have a problem with, Earl?
Yeah, I mean, I want it to be like, and it's small, and a lot of people say it's adorable, but I want it to be, I want it to be, hey, it's in charge, It's pretty small.
Well, what makes you think that it's not in charge, Earl?
Well, I mean, I don't know. The way I feel, and I watch all these videos with people who are like, I mean, I watch porns, and it's like, these things are huge. I'm like, this can't be real. So I searched midget porn the other day, and I'm like, God damn, man. I can't catch a break. These dudes are twice as long as me. And that's why I feel like I'm so, I don't know. I just think it's not working right. I think maybe it's not growing long enough, and I'm 45 years old, but is there a possibility, you're a doctor, right? So there's possibility that maybe I'll still grow into it?
Well, is that what you want to do, Earl? Grow into it, or would you like to grow into me?
I would, if I could do this, disclaimer, I do have a significant other, but yes, I'd like to grow into you. I'm already into you, I mean, are you okay with small penises? It's like maybe 3.5, 4 inches.
Oh, Earl, you have no idea how much I would adore and worship your beautiful, small, little, precious member.
My little
So, midget porn. Why exactly would you watch midget porn, Earl?
Well, because I thought that I would be like, damn, man, they got these things. I got these guys beat, These guys don't got bigger penises than me. But then I was like, okay, now maybe that guy's just big, And then like 50 different porns, and their penises are bigger than me. And then I was like, well, I'll watch midget tranny porn. They can't have bigger penises. Fucker, midget tranny's got bigger penises than me, so... yeah, I mean, I've never been comfortable. I've never had, I did have sex with a midget. No, I did have that, but not for regular sized adult. And, I mean, I guess she was all right with it. She's like, I had to move it around to different sides and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. I'm afraid to even. Have you ever gone skinny dipping, Caia?
Well, I have.
You have? I haven't, because I've had a lot of people say, "Come on in," or "What's the problem?" And I was like, "Oh no, man." And then they were like, "Come on, man." And I was like, "I keep my underwear on." I did go in underwear, but they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, Earl?" I said, "Dude, I just, I'm not comfortable." And is there anything I can do with this small penis?
Well, Earl, I think at this point it's not a matter of what you can do with it, but what I can do with it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know how much that's gonna cost me, but what can you do with my small penis?
I think all you need to do is stop talking, lay back, close your eyes. Imagine my fingernails tracing themselves across your skin. Let go of everything anybody else has ever told you and know that I am going to make you feel the way you've always wanted to feel.
That feels good. I got a little bit of sunburn, so the nails thing isn't cool, but, all right, yeah, I'm laying back. I think that sounds good. But I've only got like $2.99 left on my credit card, so, I got this guy. His name is Leroy, and he always makes fun of my small penis. And he puts up pictures all the time. It's not really, I wouldn't call it porn because it's just a bush. You can't really see it. You see the little head of the penis. But he got it from me when I was like, 25. I don't know how you got the picture, but he's been posting it ever since. And, it's kind of hard. I mean, it's in the picture, it's hard, but, it's hard in general to go on, man. Like, everybody's making fun of me, and I got a small penis, and is there anything I can do besides accept it?
You're gonna have to learn how to love your penis.
Well, I already had that Marilyn Manson surgery where you have your ribs removed, but I still couldn't. They said we can't remove any more ribs, Earl. You're just gonna have to put up with it, man. We could try to take one of these ribs and put it in your penis, but it was a failed botched surgery, so now I got 3 ribs.
There's always penile implants.
Really? Now you're talking my language.
Yeah. They get a penile implant, they put a little pump in one of your sacs, and then you just squeeze that thing up there, and it stays hard for you and gets as big as you want.
That sounds painful, but that might be a good temporary thing while I wait on this cadaver penis.
I can't.
We can't do this. She can't do
No,
this
hey,
another
I'm on a
second.
donor list, man.
No.
I'm waiting for the first midget to croak.
No.
You know that,
WK, and you're listening to Strange Label. Time to party.
All right, you are listening to the Leroy and Earl Show. This is Adult Cartoon. I'm sorry, I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take another second of it. Caia, I'm guessing you've never had a call like that.
No.
No, I didn't think so. Yeah, for those not watching on YouTube, she was trying to keep her composure that whole time, and you did such a great job. I thought for sure you were going to lose it, and then you would come back.
I will say this, like, if I were on the phone, I'd be like, cool, she's making me feel good, but I could see you laughing at my penis the whole time, so that wasn't good. I think that's
She
what
wasn't-
her-
I wasn't laughing at your penis. It was just,
That's what they all say.
that's true.
Right. Oh my gosh, I can't. Cadaver penis, really?
Yeah. It was kind of the donor thing, and then I think it might have been kind of the midget porn. He's bigger than you.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I was trying. I really don't have a 3-inch penis.
I mean, actually, 1-inch
4.
penis. They call them micro penises.
Oh, see, I couldn't do. No. If I had a micro penis, I would just go ahead and cut it off, have it turn into a vagina, and be a girl.
Well, there's pleasure in that too.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. Okay, Caia. That was awesome. So awesome. That was probably maybe one of the funnier bits we've had in a long freaking time. Even though I can't wait till Earl goes back and watches this video and sees himself leaning into the mic, constantly leaning into the mic, constantly leaning into the mic. But anyway,
says the man who's touching his face to the microphone.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to lean into? It's my microphone.
Right.
If I want to talk to my microphone, I can talk to my microphone. I told you I had all them surgeries to lean in my mic, and I couldn't do it. So when I get a chance to lean into a mic, I lean into it.
Right. Well, I only asked you not to do that because it distorts when you do that.
Well, it's always on my end.
No,
Boys play nice.
It's not always. Anyway, Caia, before we let you go, we would really be honored if you could do a promo that will play on the show, just like Ren's. I mean, you could say whatever you want. Basically, hey, you guys, try to say, you're listening to the Leroy and Earl Show, and then, hey, shift heads, it's time for the Leroy and Earl Show. Can you?
All right, say it one more time.
So it's two separate things. So let's do one at a time. Just say, you're listening to the Leroy and Earl Show, in like your, whatever voice you want, sexy, normal, whatever.
So, you wanted me to do an example?
Yeah, go ahead, Earl. Give her an example.
You're listening to the Leroy and Earl Show. All 2 inches of it. Something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
I was leaning into it that time, but I was trying to... I was leaning into it that time, but I was trying to be more intimate.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
You are listening to the... I'm sorry, all 2 inches.
Hey, we could do it again. It's like recorded and stuff.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Just, okay. So you're just going to say, you're listening to the Leroy and Earl Show.
All right. You are listening to the Earl and Leroy Show.
Perfect.
Did I say it wrong?
Oh, no, you
Yes.
said it all
No,
right.
that's perfect. That's perfect. Now try this. Say, the Leroy and Earl Show will be right back.
The Leroy and Earl Show will be right back.
Awesome.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
You don't have to stay that far away. Just normal. You're no. Oh, God. All
I'm
right.
Earl.
Just put it right into that hole there, Earl.
Yeah, just stick it in the hole.
There we go. That's perfect. Did anybody screenshot that?
Good idea.
Hey, we do have a call on line 3. You're on the Leroy and Earl Show. Who's this?
Hey, boys, Saul Gorman here. What's going on? What's hanging?
Saul.
Saul, what's up, man? You out there trudging hard for us, man? You in the ditches? You in the bush?
I am. I'm out here. You got a big thing going on with this not safe for water coolers bullshit. These boys, I don't know who they think they are, waterheads. And I've investigated. They don't even do their show regularly, and they're not strange labels disassociating themselves. But I didn't call in to talk about that yet. I called in to talk to this lovely lady you have on the Skyper here. Caia, this is Saul Gorman. I'm the attorney at law for the Leroy and Earl Show. If you're ever in need of someone to offer you a service like you offer others, I used to be a phone sex provider myself. So if you ever need to take a break and you want someone to worship your, anatomy, whatever part of your body you want them to want me to worship, I'm good at it. Just trust me. Well,
Hey, Saul, could you do us? Hey, Saul, could you do us a favor, man?
what's that?
Quit sucking the Mike's dick. I mean, come on, man. You got that thing shoved up your mouth.
I'm on the phone, Earl. I'm talking to you on.
Well,
on
I mean, you're swallowing it, man.
I'm talking to you on my cell phone, and I'm completely confused.
Well, put it. Gee, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Caia and Leroy. I'm sorry. And Ricky,
Maybe it's
do a better
because
job at filtering.
maybe
And I'm not actually leaning. This thing's behind me, actually. If I was leaning, it'd be right here. God dang it, man.
Earl, he didn't say anything to you about that. Why are you going off on him?
I said nothing to you about that. And besides, I'm in the bathroom of a Mexican restaurant, and maybe it's echoing. Do you need me to go back
Hey,
up to the table?
Saul.
I'll go back
Saul,
up
come
to
on,
the
man.
table. Jeez.
Saul,
Yeah,
let's change the
what's up?
subject. What do you think about squirters for water heads? Instead of water heads, they could be called squirters.
Well, I was definitely going to recommend that to the not safe for water coolers because it's much better than water heads. Squirters or squirter heads. No, can't do squirter heads. That wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, squirters. But anyway, back to what I was talking to the lovely Caia about. Just, so you know, I'm available anytime you might need a little phone action.
Now, is that something that ever comes to your mind, Caia, like that you would like to be on the other end of what you do?
Well, I do enjoy my phone calls are very often mutual.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. Except you're making money and they're not, right?
That's
now
true,
you're talking.
but they like to make me just as happy as I make them.
Right.
He finally figured out my ploy there. I was trying to make a little, make a buck. Thanks, Leroy.
Sorry. Jeez.
Hey, Earl.
I'm Earl.
Yeah, what's your deal, my friend?
I'm working for part-time for Discount Wheelies, and I was answering messages.
Okay, I just wondered because, this show is, sometimes I think it's the best podcast I've ever listened to, and then sometimes it's, I think, why is this shit can show even going on? And you're sitting over there effing around, not that I can see you or anything.
Well,
but,
dickhead, it's
I
like
heard-
8:10. The show is over at 8 o'clock, you asshole.
True.
So I'm over here on time and a half, and you're giving me a hard time. And I'm over here answering questions for our friggin' sponsor. Warranty issues and
All right,
stuff.
You know what? I can't take it anymore. Caia, it was lovely speaking with you. Thanks for taking the time to be on this stupid show and for talking to me. And like I said, the offer always stands. Get a hold of Leroy. He'll let you know where I'm at. And, we can get a little freaky-deaky on the phone, all right?
Oh. Thank you for the offer.
Saul Gorman out.
Hang up
Bye.
on him, Ricky. Hang up on him. That was very rude, Caia, and we apologize. Normally we would, hold on a second. Normally, we would filter that kind of stuff out, Ricky. But hang up on him, man.
I did.
still
I
hear
hung
him
up
from
on
the
him.
background.
Jesus.
Hang up on that shit, Ricky.
Crawl out of my ass.
Apologize. Boy.
All right, Caia.
Sometimes you're lucky, man, that you're there sucking on his dick and not mine, because I'll tell you what, not just because mine's small, but I'll be kicking your ass, boy. You fucked up my mic, Ricky.
Wow. All right, Caia, we are going to let you go. I appreciate so much you taking your time to come on the show with us, and I hope you had a good time. It seemed like you did. It seemed like you laughed quite a bit.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for inviting me. I wish you all the best of luck with everything. Take care of yourselves, and I hope I get to come back again soon.
You are definitely welcome back anytime you'd like. Go ahead, Earl.
I was just going to say, if you wanted to plug anything, you feel free to, and thank you very much for being on the show. We had fun.
NiteFlirt's an amazing platform. Ren's awesome. So are the other girls. So if anybody's out there, give it a try. You guys are amazing. Thank you again for having me, and have a lovely evening.
You too. Thank you so much.
You too.
Yeah, feel free. You can Skype us during the show anytime you want. We don't care.
Awesome.
So, Ren called in last week and told us to shut the hell up.
Yep, I can imagine her doing that.
Yes.
Send some love out to her. Because her dad's not feeling well, so just send some love out to her. Wish her well. Love you. Take care of you. And guys, again, thank you so much. You're the best.
All right, thank you. We'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All
Hang
right,
it
that
up, Ricky. Damn it.
It's Caia from...
Hey, wait, 2 seconds. You didn't give me 1 second. I hung it up right away. Give me kudos.
Give you what?
Give me a poodle.
You mean kudos?
Yes.
Kudos, Ricky. Thanks. Good job for hanging it up.
Ricky, turn the
Wow.
freaking show off, Ricky.
All right. This has been the Leroy and Earl Show.
That is Rob Zombie for anybody who's at the show.
Yeah, that's for you.
You're listening to the Leroy and Earl Show.
I love Ricky Dixon.
Earl Show is produced by me, Leroy Lower, with the help of Ricky Dixon. Earl is on his 4th soundboard, and we got a minor technical issue. Now, tell me, was the buzz there?
No, I didn't know. I mean, it was there. Like, I can hear it right now, but it's back to what it was. I'm sure it was there before.
Right.
Just whatever's causing it was making it really loud, like last week.
Well,
but no, I think we're good, man. I didn't notice it at all.
We got one little thing we got to fix, and that's just the distortion on your end. When
all right, we can do that next week, man. I got shit to do. Unless you want to do it tomorrow.
Whenever you want to do it. I'd like to do it before 7 o'clock next Wednesday. That would be great. But what an ass. What an ass. This show has been brought to you by DiscountWheelies.com. Discount Wheelies. Go to Discount Wheelies for all of your dirt bike ATV needs and anything else, right? Discount Wheelies sells, they sell dildos.
That might be something they're looking into, actually.
Yeah, anything.
Life-size dildos.
Yeah, life-size. All right, we'll be back next week. We have another guest lined up. Unfortunately for you, Earl, means you can't call off. This is a person on Twitter who is very famous, actually. Twitter fame. If you got more than 20,000 followers, you are Twitter famous. This person has more than 20,000 and has agreed to come on the Leroy and Earl Show. So we will talk to her next week.
Who the fuck is it?
Her name, hold on, give me 1 second. I will tell you the F in her name is.
God damn, she's famous? You don't remember her name?
She's Twitter famous. It's not like world famous. She's Twitter famous. And her name is Vexing Vixen. You can look her up on Twitter at Vexing.
Texting Vixen?
Vexing, V-E-X-Y. Vexing.
What's her gig? Is she another phone sex
No,
thing? You're not just
no,
calling up
she's
phone
not.
sex lines
No.
and getting these people to come back on the show, are you?
No, she doesn't do phone sex. She just has a lot of followers. So, yep.
Oh, suspicious.
That's our guest for next week. We'll see you live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Strange Label Podcast Network.
Are we live?
We're still live, yeah.
Well, shut it off, man. Come on. A mower and shit?
All right, it's off.
God damn it, man.
Please.
All right, hey, you cool?
I'm cool.
Are you cool?
Well, we gotta fix the distortion thing because I had to ride this fader all night because she was at this level and you were too loud, so I kept.
Okay, well, hurry it up, man. Well, let's fucking fix it, dude.
Well, it's.
Ain't got all goddamn day.
It's distorted. It's not loud. It's distorted.
What do you want me to do? It's not distorted on my camera. Okay. You will notice that there is no light. Where's the light at? There is no light from the drive. It's not clipping. You see it right there?
Yeah.
Not. That's me screaming into it. Not. But it's not normally not clipping, right? Okay. And then this is also the other light that is not engaging. You can see over here, right here, this is how hot I am.
Okay.
So I don't know what to tell you, man.
Show me the mains down in the right-hand corner.
That's the mains, completely fucking off. All right, so I don't know what to tell you. I got these other channels here. I got your FX volume. It's dialed down a notch. FX is at 0. That's the only thing I'm on is my FX channel.
What about?
And then
what
that's
about
the main level for that mic.
Okay. What about you're going USB, right? So
yes, as I've always done. Yes.
How do you control the volume of what you're hearing? For me.
This right here. See this bad boy?
Okay. That's how you control the volume.
Here's what I can do. Here's what I can do you for. I'm going to turn. I'll tell you what. You tell me when is a good time. Okay. Do you hear any clipping? Do you hear any clipping? Distortion. Distortion.
That's better.
That's better. Okay. Is it good?
It's good.
It's good? Okay. Now I'm going to turn you up. Go ahead, talk.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check.
Why am I not hold on. Keep talking.
Check 1 2. This is the Leroy Show.
Earl.
We're still live on YouTube. We're still live on YouTube.
Are we still live on YouTube?
Sorry,
okay,
I forgot.
We're good. Are we good? Are we good?
You know what? It's probably good.
All right. Hey, man. Cool.
I think a lot of times when you would lean into the mic and keep talking the same level, then it would distort. And I was trying.
No, I was able to. I hear you. Yeah, I understand that. I would hear, but that's what the damn compression's for up there. I could peg it up a little bit. What was I gonna say?
Something about leaning into the mic.
Oh no, I was able to turn myself down and also turn you down, and then be able to turn the whole thing up to resolve the issue on my end, because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not get clipping on my end, but I'm just saying I couldn't hear myself if I turned myself down to where you need.
Right,
But I think I got it, so we're good.
Okay, yeah. All right.
All right, brother.
See you later. See you next week.
Maybe.